Right, so you can see it here because it's particularly hazy. Right, I don't know if you can see this, but anyway, here we go. This is the, I've taken up the top fairing off the side cover here. There's only a couple of pieces really, and a couple of bolts top and bottom. I'm sure you've owners will have been here before. Inside there's the battery. It's not under the seat on the 1400. The kit comes with a positive and negative, and it comes with the complete rings. I've got heated handlebar grips on this and various other bits and pieces, and so there's quite a lot connected up to the positive and negative terminals on this battery. If you go with the complete rings, you're going to have a bit of a job than connecting more than one connector on there. The reason for that is the screws are very short that screw into the battery terminal. There's a small square nut in there which just basically floats underneath the terminal, and if you try and fit two under there by pulling the screws completely out and fitting them into the O-ring connectors, you'll have a nightmare getting that screw back in because it just won't connect with the nut. So my advice is get a pair of clippers like these and just snip the O-rings into some splays like that, and then just unscrew it slightly and slide it in, and that way then you won't have a nightmare getting them in, getting them underneath the terminals. Right, so that's it all in there. Whack all some of the extra wires, your fuses in there as well, get it all in there, tuck as much of that wire away as you can. Here is the cable then which comes into the connector box, so that runs all the way through here, around the outside of the engine here with those rubber protective mats there. Hopefully you can see that. There's the wire there, then it runs behind the fairing and up underneath here, underneath the fairing. Now in here is like a firewall. I wouldn't say it's a firewall really, because it's just made of foam, but there's holes in the foam here cut for sort of wires to come through, and a few sort of pull out punch out sections in here. So I don't know if you can see that terribly well, but once you take this ram air cover off your bike, you'll see it all in there. Just punch those through, bring the wires up. Now Ultimate Addons supply a really lengthy cable, like 1.6 meters. It's way too much really, so you know, I don't know why it's quite so much. I suppose it gives a bit of versatility, but anyway, I've tucked it all underneath here, and I've tucked, I don't know if you can see it, but I've tucked sorry, it's not brilliant this. I've also tucked the box, the control box underneath there, which has got the switch. I've shoved all the way, a big cavity underneath here. It doesn't get warm because, you know, that's just the ram air coming through here, and the bike's well vented, so that should stay nice and tight. And I've got some tie clips onto there onto another cable, so that won't move around. And the actual control box comes with a sticky back, so I've stuck it underneath there, underneath sort of this insulation here, so that should be there nice. Look, you don't have to get access to this all the time. You see this little button on there, the green light giving you power. Well, look, all you've got to do is unplug your iPhone and there won't be a drain. The battery will probably drain, I couldn't tell you, I'm not an electrician, but to power that light and the associated cabling, next to nothing. And if you're using your bike even remotely regularly, then you won't have a problem with that. And secondly, if you're not, then you'll probably have it wired up to an Optimate, or other makes are available on the market, battery charger, which will then you know, charge your battery up overnight. So you don't need to worry about it. Tuck it out there, don't bother about the switch. That box needs to be there because it's a power step down transformer from 12 volt to something smaller, obviously, to power the iPhone. So tuck it all underneath there, underneath your I'm drifting air all over the bike, underneath your air intake thing, like it is over on the other side there, and then just run the cable up and around your fork there, and there's your cable. So look, hope that helps. Any questions, just put it on the YouTube site. Thanks.